Where is God in the church? Sounds like a bit of a paradox, doesn't it? Shouldn't God be? It's called the house of God. You expect him to be there. Shouldn't God be in every church? And isn't God in every church? Isn't it easy to find him? Unfortunately, no. It is not in some churches. This isn't a sermon on all churches. It's just something I've noticed. Turn with me to Matthew 21:12-13. And yes, see what the master thinks the church should be. And if Jesus says it's in, there's got to be some validity to it, right? Then Jesus went in the temple of God and drove out all those who bought and sold in the temple, and overturned the tables of the money changers and the seats of those who sold doves. And he said to them, "It is written, my house shall be called a house of prayer, but you have made it into a den of thieves." A little context here. This was the time of Passover where these money changers and everything were selling stuff for the Passover, selling doves, selling yams, selling stuff for sacrifices, and they weren't just giving them away for free. They were selling stuff in the church for profit. And you say, Cody, well, churches don't do stuff like that anymore. They don't sell doves, they don't sell a product to use for profit. They don't do that stuff. So how is this applicable to the church today? Well, you see, we may not and Mommy's made a cameo. Yeah, that's my mom. She's the greatest woman in the world. This is her birthday today. I'm gonna try to make tonight a special night for her. But you see, when I talk about where is God in the church, and I use this verse of the money changers and stuff, when I use that, I focus on what Jesus says. Jesus says, my house shall be called a house of prayer, and you have made it into a den of thieves. Ladies and gentlemen, we can often do that when we get so caught up in our own heads and we think, oh well, I didn't write some today. Oh well, I couldn't worship those songs today. I wish they'd done something different. I wish they had crafted the sermon more to my liking. craft is the song more to me, or craft is the music more to me. Ladies and gentlemen, it's not, the church is not about you and what you can get out of it. The church, as Jesus says, it is written, my house shall be called a house of prayer. It shall be called a house of prayer and thanksgiving to God for what He hath done, because He is worthy of it. Now, there's nothing wrong with you saying, oh, I didn't like some today, or I didn't like the music. I can see where you're coming from. I find myself not always being able to worship to music, but because I listen to the words, and some of the words that are said are stuff I don't think I can commit to or already say I'm sold out of my own heart, with my whole heart yet. But the church have it called a house of prayer to God. And anything less than that, if you're just in ministry, if you find yourself trying to sell product, or if you find yourself doing anything less than what Jesus has said, Jesus said, it is written here. And like I say, if Jesus says something, you better take it pretty seriously, because He takes the church seriously according to this passage right here. It is time for the church to get back to its original standing. It is time for the church to be a house of praise again, so that when people on the outside see it, they can be like, man, something's happening over there. I'd like to be a part of that. I'd like to know why these people are so joyful. Or I'd like to know why these people keep coming back keep coming back Sunday after Sunday after Sunday, sacrificing an hour and a half of their time to listen to, well, the word of a 2,000-year-old carpenter. That's how we turn the world upside down. We need to get back to what the church was and what the church should be. Thank you for listening to this sermon today. I had a good time making it. I'm sorry about the sermon tomorrow. Yesterday some stuff just came up, I was just busy. But hopefully you got something out of it today. God bless you, and I'll see you next week.